Hey guys, so today I thought I would do a little different video and do sort of like a sit down Q&A, ask some questions on my Instagram. So I'm basically just going to answer all of them and basically just like a little get to know me. So let's do it. Okay, so the first question I got asked, some of these were asked a couple times and I've just kind of summarised them. So how many times a week do you go to the gym? So currently I'm literally slacking really bad. I've just been so ill. So I usually go to the gym 5 times a week, sometimes 6, just depends. My split currently is one glute day, one leg glute day, a pull, 2 pulls and 1 push. But I've literally not been doing push and it's really bad because, yeah, I've just not been. What do you find difficult about training? And I think they said it under it basically like meal prepping, stuff like that, like the training, blah blah. I feel like the not eating takeaways is the hardest part. Like I love takeaways and I'm so for balance. That's the hardest part, trying to stay away from things like that, and even just like trying to not just buy things on the go because yeah, I just find it difficult. I like to just leave the house and then buy something on my way to somewhere or whatever. Don't get me wrong, it does save a lot of money if you meal prep, but yeah, sometimes just knowing that it's already cooked, I'm just, I do not want to eat that. I don't know if anyone else gets that. I really get the food ick from my own cooking. It's so strange, but yeah. Who do I look up to the most? Honestly, I always find this difficult to answer because people always say like some sort of celebrity or an influencer or someone. I've never really looked up to anyone sort of like that. Like I obviously admire like people's work and stuff like that, but I've never been like look up to someone properly other than my mum. My mum's probably the only person that I actually look up to. She had a really not a great life and turned it into something amazing, and now she owns 2 amazing businesses, and yeah, so I look up to her. Have you had any work done? I absolutely wish. I really want a nose job. No, I'm joking. No, I genuinely do, but I'm joking. I've only ever had filler, but I've had quite, oh, and Botox, I've had quite a bit. So I've had filler in my lips, a little bit in my nose, it needs redone, a bit in my chin. So if you watch back my old TikToks or videos or photos or whatever, you'll see that I've got a bum chin. I basically just get a bit of filler in the line to basically make it not look like a bum chin. And then my chin, my lips and my nose, and then I get Botox on my forehead. I don't know, there's this bit here that drives me crazy only in the summer. In the photos, when I squint, it just really annoys me and it makes my eyebrows go really weird. That's the only reason I get that done, and that is all I've had. I don't plan on getting anything else done. How long have you and your boyfriend been together? So me and my boyfriend have been together for 2 years and 4 months. It will literally be 3 years this year, which is just crazy. It's literally flew by, but also feels like we've been together for literally ever. But yeah, 2 years and 4 months. Absolutely crazy. What's your favourite day in the gym? So my favourite day in the gym, my favourite thing to train is glutes because of course I want good glutes. This is so silly, but back, not a pull day because I do not like doing biceps, back and shoulders, but not a push day because I don't really like training chest. So literally just shoulders and back. I actually was saying to my boyfriend that I want to just do a back and shoulder day as and like an extra day. Instead of doing 2 pulls and 1 push, I could do a pull, a push and then a back and shoulder day. But I don't know if anyone actually does that and if that would just be weird. But yeah, that is my favourite things to train, but I do like obviously to train glutes because yeah, we want the glutes. Do you have any siblings? So yes, I've got a little sister. She is turning 21 next month, so she's 20. How did you start social media? So I started social media during lockdown. I think most people did. But I was like kind of just for like fun. It wasn't really like anything serious. I was posting on a TikTok account that I had at the time. I was just making like transition videos and like silly wee videos. I was getting dressed up and stuff. And I think in literally the space of a few weeks I grew to like 20k. And then I just kept building up. I remember I went out in my hometown and people were like, oh my god, can you get on my TikTok, can you get on my TikTok? And people were tagging me. I was like, this is absolutely crazy, like I've literally got like 25k. It was so weird. And then I grew that account I think to like 55k, and then it got banned. And then I just kind of fell in love with making videos and stuff, and I started to get brand deals and stuff at this time, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so good. So then I ended up making a channel with a person that I was with before Bailey, and we grew that account to 250,000 before the account got banned, and then I found out he was cheating on me the entire time. But that kind of grew my social media, to be honest. I did already have 10k on my Instagram beforehand. I grew that in like 2022, I think it got to like 10k. It was literally just before New Year's, I remember saying, because that was my New Year's goal. And then that's kind of just when I started. And I kind of slipped off social media and like TikTok and stuff like last year, just due to like other people and just, yeah, not my vibe anymore. But I've decided I want to start it again, because I'm just not going to let people get to me and affect me. And I just hate when people see you on social media with like a friend or a partner or something, they constantly have to bring that person up. Like I went live yesterday, was it 2 days ago, and people were just saying stuff about people that I've been with in the past and stuff like that, and it's just like, you're here on my life for me, why do you need to know about why are you bringing other people into it? It's really annoying. What supplements do you take for the gym? So I take creatine, that's really it. I take creatine, and I don't think I take anything else. So yeah, that's really it. I only really take creatine and like a multivitamin in the morning, and yeah, that's it. What inspires you to stay consistent? I don't know if they're meaning in the gym or just in general life, but I'll answer on both parts. So to stay consistent in the gym, kind of just the progress that I've made. I've lost a stone so far, and I've done like a full body recomp. And I feel like that, anytime I look back at that, I also posted a video on TikTok and it got 2 million views, and people, like, I thought there's going to be, you know, when your video goes viral or does really good, there's loads of bad comments usually. There's like 50% bad, 50% good. I think I got like 3 bad comments on that video, and it was literally just put that 6 kg back on. It wasn't really anything severe. Everyone was being so lovely, so that's really motivated me to stay consistent. However, not this last week. I've literally been slacking, but it's because I'm ill, and you're allowed to take a rest like a week or whatever. It is allowed. So I would say that for the gym, but in general life, I feel like this is without getting pure deep, but kind of just the fact that I always think that I've only got me in my life, even though I do obviously have my boyfriend and my family and stuff like that. At the end of the day, when I've been at my lowest, I've saved myself many times, so I do only have myself. So that kind of makes me stay consistent in life and try my hardest and do everything that I've ever wanted to do for me and no one else. I do everything for myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very selfless person, I'd say. Like, I do give to other people, but yeah. What's this year's long-term gym goal? Honestly, I don't actually know at this point. So I was on a cut for a while, and then I decided to do aggressive cut before my reverse, but I became ill. I became really just drained from been eating so less and working harder, and doing that with work and other issues in my life. It just kind of got too much. So I'm honestly just happy maintaining at the moment. I'm not really set myself out for a goal currently. I think just feel a bit better for summer, so I'm working hard. I was in the gym this morning. I'm like, I need to get back in my routine after being ill. I'm actually still feel a bit ill, but yeah, I don't really have a long-term goal for this year. I feel like just feeling my best self, that is my goal. How many times a week would you recommend for a beginner to go to the gym? So I would say, if you were freshly new to the gym, never step foot in a gym. Just try and go and see how you feel, and work around your schedule, depends your goals. Every single person is different. I would say minimum 3 times a week. Maximum, you do not need to go more than 5 times a week. So yeah, 3 to 5 times a week for whatever your goals are: losing weight, gaining weight, body recomp, just want to feel better in yourself or want to better your heart. 3 to 5 times, depends what you're doing as well. Like if you're weight training, I'd probably say like at least 3, but if you're just wanting to go for cardio, you could go maybe more, you could go maybe less, depends your goals in general. And I would say to train every single muscle in your body, because a lot of people go and they're like, I just want a big bum, so I'm going to just train glutes, but then they neglect everything else. And yeah, it's just not, train everything. Even if you do glutes more, yeah, you're better to train it. Like I hate training chest, and I'm like, it's pointless. But why would you want like a muscle imbalance in your body? And the more muscle you build in other areas, the more muscle you build in the areas that you actually want to build. It's so weird, I don't understand. I need to actually get the Google definition for that, because that made absolutely no sense coming out my mouth, but apparently that's true. Any advice on sticking to a routine? My advice would be, don't make the routine too hard. Don't make it something you're not going to be able to stick to. This is everyone's problem, especially when they don't know how to diet or they don't know how to get into the gym. They go in too heavy, they notice how it's impacting them and how it's a lot, and it's a lot mentally as well, other than physically, and they just end up patching it and deciding, well, I'm not going to do it. So I would say set goals that are realistic. Yeah, make a routine that is you are going to actually stick to. Don't copy someone else's routine. Don't look, especially fitness influencers, do not look at their stuff and think, right, that's going to be my new routine. And they're doing like a 5k walk, they're going to the gym for 3 hours, they're doing a bike for an hour, like all of the, and they're eating like every single meal. It's absolutely clean, all homemade, like everything is absolutely to a T, right? Don't watch people like that. Is their full entire lives. If you're trying to juggle that plus kids plus school plus work plus like whatever it is you've got other than that, that is their full lives. So don't copy other people's routines. What are some high protein meals? So my favourite high protein meal, and it's probably like the highest protein meal I eat, so 5% beef mince with taco seasoning. You just obviously cook that up with the taco seasoning, either over sweet potato, normal potatoes, or rice with some cheese, sour cream, whatever you want to put on it. I love a wee bit of cheese. And I'm pretty sure when I do 250 grams of that, it's like 70 grams of protein. So that's my favourite meal. I've actually got a list of good high protein meals on my phone. For high protein breakfast, you could do a Greek yogurt or skyr bowl with fruit. You can add honey, nuts, nut butter, anything granola. I made a yogurt bowl the other morning and it's actually on my TikTok, and I think it was like 350 calories and it was 31 grams of protein, which is amazing to start your day. I'd always start with at least 30 grams of protein. What gave you the confidence to start social media? I genuinely don't actually know how to answer this, because I don't actually even know what gave me the confidence. I'm just really not confident at all when I was younger. And then honestly, lockdown changed me, and I'm not even joking. I just turned 18. I was with someone for 3 years at the time, and I just decided I didn't want to be with him. He cheated on me at the very start of the relationship, probably during it. It just wasn't good for me. And then when I left him, I just gained loads of confidence, started working on myself, started reading loads of like poetry books, and just started to give all the love that I was giving him to myself. And that's kind of where I got my confidence from. And I just thought, you know what, TikTok's popping. I want to do that. I want to make some TikToks just for fun. Like I'd never ever thought I'm going to do brand deals and I'm going to do this and that. I never ever thought that. But, well, here we are. Where does your motivation come from? So I feel like I don't really have a lot of motivation most of the time. I feel like it's mostly discipline. So I've told myself that I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. I've set myself out a goal, I need to do it. And I feel like I'm trying to master that this year because I've really, really failed in the past. And I was literally looking back at some of my New Year's resolution goals from a few years ago, and I just never completed all of them. Like, I did complete a few, but I could have done it. One of my biggest ones was to write a book, and I've been saying this since 2022 that I was going to write a book and I was going to self-publish it, and I've just not done it. And then at the start of this year I was like, that's my year goal, like I am going to do this book. Now, it is very difficult to write it because it is poetry, so every time I write it I do cry, and it's really, really hard. So I've not finished it yet, but I know I've still got a few months. Like, we've only 3 months into the year, I've got a few months left. That is my goal this year, to write that. And yeah, I feel like it's more just a discipline thing. I'm telling myself in my head, I am going to do this, I need to do it. What makes you angry? You know, that's a really hard question because a lot of things probably do make me angry. I feel like the biggest thing is I am very much invested in other people's lives that are in my life. So if my friend is doing something that I don't agree with, it does really, really anger me. And yeah, I feel like that's why I don't have a lot of friends, because I do kind of tell them the truth when I'm not happy about something. And yeah, I just don't want people in my life that do stuff that would affect my boundaries. So that's probably one of the things that really angers me. What's the best holiday you have been on? My favourite holiday ever, so I'm going to do two. First favourite holiday would be Calaragida with Bailey. We went to Calaragida as our first holiday, and it was honestly so cute, and I just fell in love with the place. I always in my head, or like when I go to somewhere and I've got something in my head, it just makes it so special. So obviously I had in my head, it's our first holiday and I'm literally in love with that place. We were planning on going back there this year. So Defo was there, and then Tenerife. Every single time I go, I love Tenerife. My mum used to take me and my sister to Tenerife when we were younger. We go there all the time. We used to go every single year for my birthday. I think I've spent my 15th, my 17th, my 18th, my 21st. I've spent so many birthdays in Tenerife, and I feel like all of them were just very special. So yeah. So the last question is, what do you value most in life? And you know, I was thinking about this and I was like, I don't, like, I had it in my head what I thought of, but I couldn't put it into words. But I think I've finally found the word. Authenticity, is that the word? Oh my god. Authenticness. That's not a word, Ebony. That is genuinely, why can't I speak properly? I'm dyslexic, guys. But when people are genuinely just real and they don't lie, they're not fake, they don't try and be someone they're not, just genuinely are real, they don't lie about, like, that just means so much to me, and I value that in life. And I feel like it's really, really rare to find people like that, and I feel like I value myself as well because I'm very much like that. So yeah, I feel like that is the one thing I value. Like, my sister's like that, my boyfriend is like that, my mum's like that, my closest friends, one of my best friends, Liam, he's very much like that. Like, yeah, they're very real people, and I can kind of see that. I feel like when I meet people now, I can tell, and it annoys me because I can tell that they're not real. Not that they're not real, but they're like, well, yeah, they're not real, they're fake. Like, there's something sus about them, and I always catch myself saying there's something sus about them, there's something sus, and they always prove me right. So yeah, I feel like real people. Anyways, guys, that is all the questions that I had to answer today. I hope that got everyone to get to know me a bit better. What? Why can't I speak? Oh guys, it's actually, what time? It's only 9:15, but I'm literally so tired and I actually just can't speak properly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video if you made it to the end. Sorry for all my rambling. But yeah, I will see you in the next one.